What up, kings, queens, prince, and princesses? Welcome to another day of vlogging. What up, guys? Another day. We're about to get all this stuff going. All this. I'm about to take this to my mother. No, not. We gonna take this and put all this up. We ain't taking this to my mother-in-law house, but yeah, we gotta get all this stuff. But last night, as soon as I uploaded the video, my wife and I, we did the whole kitchen area. We got all the stuff out, all the cabinets. It's still like 2 or 3 things in here that she used right there. But we took all this stuff out. All that, all that, all that, and majority of that. Well, that's pretty much all. We just gotta take that out. We cleaned all the bottom cabinets as well. So we getting it alone. We can pretty much get all of this done in one day. It's just we have to wait all the way until Monday until we can move out. I can take Dominique bed down in like 10 to 15 minutes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna toss this couch. I can take that out in about 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, about 5-10 minutes. But we need all of this stuff until we move out of here, because what we're gonna sit at if we take this out now. And like our bed, we giving that away, but we need to sleep in here for this weekend, so we can't. It's like the bit stuff we can't do right now, so that's what we're waiting on. So we'll have all of this stuff finished, but we can't take this like this dining room table. We can get this out of here, but I'm gonna edit that and stuff. So we need this stuff until we move. Nah, I ain't sitting on this floor. This floor dirty. When we first moved in here, my wife, my mama, and her mama, they all came in here and cleaned this floor real good. The very same day, you can walk on here and your feet gonna be filthy. It's been like that, huh? Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Tell me.
Yeah, your feet will be filthy. So this whole time, that's why I wear slides now, cause your feet get dirty no matter.
Why, you see, keyword. You just said that's why you wear slides now.
No, we've been needing slides even before when you first did that. You can get some cleaner stuff and clean one little spot and then rub your hand right there. It's like the dirt is just matted in here from the previous tenants. So, what? That's a lie.
Whatever you say, honey. Excuse my bonnet. This, I'm comfortable trying to hurry up and get this stuff.
Yeah, but we're about to I'm about to put all this stuff in the truck, then go take this, put all this up so it'll be nothing in the hallway. And then yeah, all this stuff down here, when the truck come, when we get the U-Haul, we just gonna take, cause all this is boxes. All this when we got married, we got all this. That was from when we got married, right?
Not everything.
Well, majority of that, when we got married, those was all gifts for us. So we would, cause around that time we were planning on moving into a house. But that then I need to tell y'all, I'll tell y'all that in this video, what all transpired and why we're in public housing now. That's gonna be the title of this video. But let me hurry up and go get all this stuff and get that out of here. What?
Nothing. Just waiting on your big strong muscles to come and lift this. Flex for me. Oh,
touch it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's these big old strong muscles. But let me hurry up and get this stuff out of here. I keep sneezing, keep blowing my nose. It is cold out there. It's cold, it's freezing. This morning I woke up to take Dominique to school. It was 40 degrees. I know it's not as cold as some places where y'all stay at, but for Tampa, that is cold. 40 degrees, that's cold. It was freezing this morning. I had Dominique put on 2 jackets. It was cold. I put all this stuff in the truck. I just gotta put all these toys in there right there. in the truck so we can take them out of here so they can get out the house, and then we don't have to deal with them anymore. You was cold this morning? It was freezing. You was sleepy? It was freezing. He always asking, can he stay up? We ain't let him stay up last night, but he said he was sleepy this morning. But every day, like, I think one time I let him stay up late, he was like, Daddy, can I stay up? I let him stay up. So ever since then, every night he asking, can you stay up? Sometimes I let him stay up maybe 30 minutes. But lately, he just been going to bed because he can't use that trick every day. Not every day. You hear that? You can't use that every day.
So I can use it tonight?
Not tonight.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, you can use it tomorrow night because you don't have school. So you can use it tomorrow night. But let me hurry up and take these toys out there so I can hurry up and get back here. What's up, y'all? Hold on, let me try to prop this up. What's up, y'all? I want to talk to y'all about exactly what the title is for. The reason why y'all clicked on this video. I want to talk to y'all about that. But we just pretty much got back from our mother-in-law's house, getting some more stuff out of this house. Well, out of this apartment. We still got, we ain't got a whole lot more to go, but it's gonna, about another day we'll be finished. And like I said, all of this stuff like this bed and stuff, we can't move it out until the last minute. So that's what we waiting on till Sunday, and we're gonna move all of Sunday, we're gonna move all of this stuff out of here. So by Monday we will be ready to move. So we will be moved in on Monday. All the stuff will be at the new apartment. I don't know if we're gonna have it all out the same day, like unpack it in the apartment all the same day, but I do know it will be all out of here. And we already trying to get all our stuff prepared to leave. So like transfer all our stuff, like the light bill, like the lights. My wife, she's taking and transferring that tomorrow. I've been calling about the internet. It's a good thing. We want Verizon Fios. We want their internet because their internet is better than Spectrum, and that's the only thing we need from Verizon is internet. But since the apartments are so new, they don't really have an address. Like a lot of people can't pull up the address. So Verizon, they say they service our area, but the only thing is they don't have any lines. So now they gotta send a technician out there, see if they can hook all the stuff up. And then they'll let us know when we can purchase their little package, and then the technician or whoever come back and hook all the stuff up. So I called 2 days ago, and then they put in a ticket. So he said he was gonna call me back. So I called them again today, and they reset everything up and making sure all of that's good. So he will be out there. I can't wait to switch to Verizon because I do not like Spectrum at all. Their internet is slaggy, it's slow, and it's always, especially at nighttime. At nighttime, their internet, it'll just stop working. You call in and they'll tell you just wait an hour or two. They talking about they gotta update the systems or something like that. And then they don't give you any discounts or anything, but you paying for unlimited internet. But let me talk about exactly why I created this vlog. I wanted to go into detail exactly how did we get here, like what transpired for us to get here, and I want to dig deep into that, let you guys inside of our lives. So I would say me and Tiara, we met in high school, so we've been together for going on probably, I want to say about 10 years. It's 10 years. It probably, she can't. They in the living room, but I came in the room to record this. It's been about 10 years since 2009. Yeah, about next month will be 10 years. So I say back in 2011, I want to say I proposed to her. So around 2011, I proposed, and we got married in, I believe, 2014. So I want to start it around about 2014. Well, a little bit before that, me and Tiara, we were living in an apartment out in Riverview. That's like 30 minutes away from Tampa. So me and her, we had our own place, and it was a income-based apartment. It wasn't like public housing or anything. It's just based on the income, and you rent out an apartment there. So me and her was staying together, and then we got heavy into church. So we were big on church, and then the pastor, he was telling us why, because we were planning on getting married. He was saying he suggests that we just both of us move back with our parents, and then we getting married in a few. So we might as well just get married and then move in together like that. We want to do everything right. So we both moved back with our parents. So right before we got married, me and my wife was looking for a house. So we were in the process of buying a home. Both of us had my wife, she was working for the city. She was working for the city of Tampa, the water department. She had a good job. Tiara.
Yeah.
When you was working for the city, part-time or full-time when we was looking for a house?
It could have been. I think it was full-time.
It was full-time. When both of us was staying in an apartment, she was working part-time. Then she got hired on full-time. That was a great thing. That was an awesome job. She loved that job. But she got hired full-time. So we were looking for a house. We were in church looking for a house. I want to say this like 2014, no later than 2015. So we were both looking for a house. We found a recommended realtor of the family. Like our family recommended this one realtor because he's a friend of our family. So we went to him because he's just recently sold one of my family members a home. So everybody was like, hey, this is a good person, this and that. So we were looking for months, like looking for a home. We finally found like 2 or 3 homes that we wanted, and we wanted to put a contract in on. So he was pretty much just BSing us around, like saying it got to the point where we were looking for a townhouse because we got approved for like $130,000 at the time. So we were looking for townhouses because you can get a home, like a house, but they wasn't like the best quality houses because this was back in like 2014. Then this was when the market, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't 2014.
What year that was?
My daddy passed away in 2014. I think it was 13.
Oh, so I got it wrong. She hit me. So I got it wrong. It's 2013. So 2013 we were looking for a house, and we were looking for a townhome. So we got narrowed it down to like 2 or 3 townhomes, but it was one at the very top of our list. It was out in Riverview. We told him we want this house, put an offer in on this house. He texted both of us saying, hey, congratulations, you are homeowners. So we getting happy, telling all our family members like we about to purchase our very first home. We happy, excited. Both of us was working at the time, so we excited. And then he came back like a day later and said, it's a few hiccups. He said they had to do some other stuff. I don't think he was doing his job right. He probably didn't even send the offer to the people. So he just messed up that whole little deal. So they ended up not selling us the home. We telling him put an offer in on the home. He said it was like 2 offers on that same exact townhome. And we said, put an offer in on this house. He said, y'all just heard me. He texted back and said, we homeowners. I guess he talked to them. So in the end, like a day or 2 later, he tell us, that deal fell through. We got to find another one. So we go to maybe like 2 or 3 more. Like that was next on our list. We tell him to put an offer in. And then I just kept calling him like, hey, did you put an offer in on this house? And he said he could put an offer in, and then he just stopped all communications with us. He claimed he was having a child at the time, a baby. Him and his wife was having a baby at the time. But he just stopped answering the phone for us, stopped texting us. So I go to his job. I'm calling. I'm telling my father-in-law, like, this man, he just ignoring us. We want to buy a house. It's like he not worried about making money off of like this home sale. It's like he just put us on the back burner. And I don't know if he was busy or what, but I just kept calling. But I remember when me and my wife, we went to sign some papers, he told us to come up to his job because he was working at some place doing real estate as well. So I guess he do real estate, and I don't know. I think his job was more of, I don't know what his job was, but he was at an office. So I kept calling him. He never answered the phone. So I take it upon myself. I go up there to his office. It's been a good while he haven't answered. We texting him like, hey, what's going on? What's the hold up and all this stuff? So I finally go up there. And it's like I was sitting. It was like the assistant. You got to tell the assistant what you want. Then the assistant buzz whoever it is you want to speak to and just let them know you put your name on the list. So I'm just sitting in the front waiting. Then I finally see him coming. Mind you, I haven't talked to this man in a long time since he just stopped all communications with us. So I finally go up. He finally walked in and he see me. He looked like he just seen a ghost. Once he looked and like he was shook, like, man, why you up here and stuff like that. I seen it in his eyes. I knew he was ignoring us. So I don't know what that cause was. So he helped the first customer who was right before me, and then he was like, hey, come on, like he all happy, like, oh, come on, let's talk. Let's go in my office. So I go in the office. He claimed, oh, I had a car wreck. Then I lost my phone. I had a new phone, and I'm calling the phone. When I called just to show, I knew he had the same phone. I called right before. He wasn't answering. The same exact phone with the same exact phone number he owned and talking to other people while he talking to me. So he was saying, oh, I lost my phone and all this. So I just said, okay, thank you. And I left. I went to go tell my father-in-law, Tiara, dad. And he was like, that's crazy. He really just stood us up. We was in a process. And I was just telling my wife, like, I don't know what was our problem, because we never signed like a contract with him to say if we have to go and purchase a home through him. If we don't, and we go out with somebody else, he would still get his cut because we was on a contract with him. We never signed that paperwork with him. So we could have just easily just went to another realtor and still bought a home. So I don't know what was, I just asked my wife, like, what we was thinking, why we ain't just go with another realtor and still get a home? Turns out, like, a few years later, we look back and somebody bought the same townhome that we wanted for like $10,000 cheaper than what we put in the offer at. So he messed that deal up for us. But fast forward after that, this comes 2014. 2014 come and Tiara's father passed away. So I was staying with them at the time. We got married by this point, and both of us was like, okay, we looking for somewhere to stay. So I just moved in because Tiara, so I moved in with them so I can help out with Dominique. So me and Tiara was staying with her parents. So her father passed away. So at this time we were looking, both of us working. I was working at, I believe it was Amerigroup. I was an insurance company. I was making like probably $16, $17 an hour. My wife, she was making like $16, $17 an hour. So we were in the process of moving, and then her father passed. So we decided just to hold off on moving, hold off on buying the home, and just stay there, console her mother, console my wife, and just stay there, help out on the bills, because both of them was paying bills. So we didn't want to just leave her high and dry and just leave her, because I know that was stressful and it was something new. She never just was pretty much paying the mortgage and all them other bills herself. So we tried to like wait. We waited like a good year or two before we finally moved out. So around this time, her father passed away. So we still standing there. We helping out with the bills and stuff so we can help her mother out. She could afford it, but we just wanted to make sure that she was okay because that was something new. It's like nobody was expecting that, so we didn't want to even. It wasn't even the money part. It was just leaving her as well. So we wanted to help her out as well. So around this time, I got this entrepreneurial spirit. So I'm like, I want to make my own money. I don't want to work for a job. I hated working for a company. Oh yes, I got this entrepreneurial bug. Like I was on YouTube heavy, and I was just used to YouTube. I don't even know how I got to this, but I used to always listen to YouTube for music. I never listened to YouTube for vlogs. This is around like 2014, 2015. I only use YouTube for music, and then I don't know if I seen recommended videos. So I finally seen this recommended video of real estate, wholesaling real estate. So I got into wholesaling real estate. Like it's like when I want to do something, I sit down and I just go at it like 100%. Like say when I wanted to start vlogging, I learned everything I needed to know about vlogging before I even started. I just sat down and looked at all type of YouTube videos, all internet and all that stuff before I got started. This is the same thing with real estate. That's how I got into real estate. I'm going after video after video after video while I'm at work at Amerigroup. So I learned I learned wholesaling real estate all by myself just by videos and looking up information on the internet. And I just put, because nobody give all that information out, just give it to you. You just got to go from video to video to video and then try to put the pieces to the puzzle together as best as you could. So I ended up closing my very first deal. On that deal, I believe this could have been like 2015, 2016. So I didn't even tell about the part when you start working. You was working when I closed that deal, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got into, I closed my very first deal. Me and my wife, we made like $9,700 on that deal. So that was my very first time making that much money. Like me and my wife, we never like made that much money before. So that was very big. So I'm like, I want to stop working and do this full time. But before I got like the bug to want to stop working, I wanted to retire my wife. Like I don't want her to work anymore. I just wanted her like to stay home and do whatever she want to do. Like if she want, I didn't want her to work for nobody else. Like if she want to open a business or do stuff like that, that's fine by me, but I don't want to have her going to work getting stressed out and all that stuff. So that's why I was like, she can quit her job first. So January 2016, she finally quit her job. She put in her 2 weeks notice. She quit her job. So I'm still working at Amerigroup, and we still living with her mother, like helping her out and doing all this stuff. By that time, we was crazy enough. Me and Tiara, we both got vehicles. She got a brand new car because it's like we was making a lot of money, and we didn't have a whole lot of bills. Like we were helping her mother out, like paying all the bills that we were assigned, and then her mother, she was paying her part. And then we still had all this extra money left over. Like we didn't have no mortgage. We didn't have no full rent. We didn't have like full bills like if we were to stay by ourselves. So we had all this money left over. But my wife, she ended up getting her car in, I want to say 2016.
What?
You got a car.
What, new car?
Yeah, the Sonata. Oh, she said she got it in 2014. So around this time, she got her car, and then that very next year, I got me a brand new car. I got a Hyundai Genesis. I love that car, but And then right after that, we got into this mindset of Dave Ramsey about no debt. We don't like debt. Cash is king and all that. So my car was currently going through a lemon law. So I ain't gonna do a separate video of that. I'll just tell y'all a brief, pretty much what happened. My car was going through a lemon law. So my mirrors, they didn't work properly. Like, I can be driving down the street. This is a brand new car. Like, the year I got the car, the same out. I think it was a 2015, and I got the car in 2015, so it was a brand new car. Well, you can be driving down the street, and then the side mirrors, they just close by themselves. Because the mirrors, when you stop and park the car and cut the car off, they close because you're not using them. Then when you're driving, they open. When I'm driving the car, they'll just close on me. So I'm looking at the trying to look at the mirror, and they close. So I won the lemon law through that. And they had to give us all the money back for the car that I traded in and all this stuff. So we used that money and we sold Tiara car to CarMax. We used all that money that we got from the lemon law, put that down because her car was, we owed more than the car was worth. And she only had the car for like a year. You know the car depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot. So we owed more than the car was worth. I think we had to pay like $5,000 just to sell her car to CarMax. We didn't care. We just wanted to hurry up and get no debt. So we ended up doing that. And then after this time, I got that entrepreneur spirit. And I'm like, I can do this. If I'm at this job, if I just stop working at this job and then full force into real estate, we can make it off of just real estate and we don't have to work for nobody. So I finally talked to my wife. She was finally comfortable. We had enough in the savings and all this stuff to say, okay, we comfortable. You can go ahead and leave your job. So this is around 2017. When did I leave? 2017, I believe.
Well, I think you left that same, because I left, my last day was January 8th, 2016.
Hold on. So I left the same year? Yeah. All right. So she said I left the same year. So 2016, I left my job. So I'm like, I'm a full force real estate. So, and it was good because we was living with her mother. So we still can pay the bills. And even if I don't get a deal for some years or some time, we were still okay because we didn't just have a full plate of bills by ourselves like we was living by ourselves. So that was always the good thing. So I'll leave that job and then I get like 2 or 3 deals on the contract. And they were like this close and then they just fell through. Like I was like, all I needed was the other person to bring all the money and all this stuff, and I can make a $5,000 check on like 2 or 3 houses, but all of them fell through. It was my fault that it fell through. Cause I told the seller, hey, you can go, because I couldn't find a buyer at the time. This was when I was brand new. I couldn't find a buyer. So I told the seller, hey, unfortunately, because you can get a little period to say if you want the house or not. I just told him you can go ahead and I'm gonna just cancel the contract and we're not gonna move forward. So he was fine with it. So we just canceled the contract. I think the very same week I canceled the contract with the guy, a buyer called me and said, hey, I want to buy the property. He sent the money to the title company. So I'm trying to call back the seller to say, hey, I want to keep this contract in motion, but it was too late. He was already just went away with it and he just rented the house back out. So that was like a $3,000 to $4,000 check that we could have got, but it was my fault. I was moving too fast and I shouldn't have told him to cancel the contract. So by this time, I wasn't making any deals. So I'm like, hey, it's time to move, because her mama, she good. She telling us, hey, I got this all planned out. So I think about 2 years passed away. This could have been about 3 years passed away, and she was like, she's ready for us to head out, and she got this. She can pay all the bills. She can afford it. So around this time, we like, okay, we need to move. So I finally get a job. So I'm like, I want to keep with the real estate, but man, it wasn't working out for me at the time. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get a job, and then we can focus on other stuff later. But what really got me, I only did wholesale and real estate because I wanted to flip houses. That's my ultimate goal, to flip houses. But now I don't want to flip houses. I want to buy apartment complexes and rent those out. That's my ultimate goal. Y'all seen that on the vision board. But I think around about 2014, before my wife's father passed, she just filled out an application for housing because she was working, both of us was working. I don't know what transpired. She just filled out an application for housing. And then around the time, it's like it happened in perfect timing. Around the time her mom said she's okay and she good and she got it, she can pay all the bills and she good, she like stable and all this stuff. So housing called my wife, but at the time we only had Dominique. So she called them and tell them, hey, I've been filled that out. I have 2 kids now. So but they called and then they said a 1-bedroom was ready because it was me, my wife, and Dominique. So we only needed 1 bedroom for them. But she told them we have 2 kids now, so now we need a 2-bedroom. So that whole little process came. So we moved here in 2016. We moved here in 2016. So that means I was started. So I didn't start working in 2017 at the other job. I started there in 2016 because I remember I just got hired around the same time that we moved in here. So yeah, so 2016 we moved in here. So we've been here for 2 years. So I got hired and then I got that entrepreneurial spirit. Then I started my channel in 2016. So I'm like, okay, again, just like with the real estate, if I focus on this and I don't like working for anybody else. I want to work for myself. Like, I want to have my own company and I want to work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I cannot work for nobody else. So I got this bug again. So I'm like, if I do this YouTube full time, then I can let me see. I'm about to change this battery because the camera about to run hot and it's gonna cut off anyway because it's almost to 30 minutes. Some time went by and then I get this entrepreneur bug again, like I want to do YouTube and I want to do YouTube full time. So we stay in public housing. And then I'm like, I want to do YouTube. So around the time I'm talking to my wife like, hey, what you think about me leaving this job and then I just do YouTube because this is what I want to do. I want to give it my all and do YouTube. So we talking, she telling me leave the job. And then I'm like, man, but this is money that we getting for the family. So I'm a little scared to leave. So I still just keep going to work. She telling me to leave. She supported me the whole time telling me to leave, but I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. So I just keep going, taking it day by day. I hated going to this job. So I really just stopped really working, really. And then the same day she told me to leave the job, my boss called me and he was like, hey, I'm sorry, we gotta let you go. I guess he said I really wasn't. I just stopped working because I'm like, I'm tired of doing this. I just went there just for a check pretty much. So I'm like, I'm tired of doing this. So I got fired. If I still got the text, my wife told me the same exact morning. And then maybe 2 hours later, he called me and she told me to leave the job. Go and tell them, hey, you want to leave. And I didn't. But that was God telling me it was my time to leave there. I guess God was seeing that I wasn't man enough to go in there and just say, hey, I want to leave. I was scared, so he did it for me. So that's how we get here. I fast forward now, I just been doing YouTube for 2 years. Once I first got fired, I was doing YouTube. Yeah, I'm hyped up doing YouTube, and then I just stopped. I upload videos every now and then I want to say this year 2018 is maybe like 2 or 3 months ago I got back consistent, and then like in the last month or two it's like I say start in November I really started uploading. Now I say October I started uploading more, but in November I really started uploading. Like now I'm uploading every single day. And then now I see once I start uploading every single day, it's starting to pick up. We getting more views, more subscribers and all that. And I just want to say thank y'all. Like this mean the world to me and my wife. Like thank y'all so much for supporting us, subscribing, and all the comments. We love y'all. We loved reading. I be reading every comment, good or bad. The bad ones don't affect me. I just skip past them and then go find all the good comments. Like that mean a lot to me. Like to see where we come from. Like when we first started, only our family was watching us. Like I seen somebody say, "Oh, when I did that, shouted my cousin out for the 10,000 subscribers." He was like, "Oh, this is a scam because your family member won." When we first started, it was only our family members. That's why I was trying to use my family members to reach out to their friends on Facebook and stuff so we can get their friends to watch us. So that's why a family member won. And that was my only cousin, Shayla. She the only person who really did it. Like even all my other family members who was watching us, they didn't even join in on the contest. Only one person did, Shayla. And my auntie, she tried to do it, but she didn't do it right. So that's why my cousin won. So that's why my cousin won that. But starting out, we used to get 5 views, 10 views. It was one prank. I think this was the most views we got, like 1,000 views, because it was hyped up because I pranked my auntie and she broke her arm. That was bad, but it was hyped up on Facebook, and then everybody was ready for me to upload that video because everybody was talking about it on their Facebook. When I uploaded it, that's when we got a lot of views from that, 1,000 views. And then I just kept uploading. Now I don't see me missing a day. I don't. But if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And that's pretty much how we got here. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, we were supposed to get a house and all that stuff, but we ended up here. But everything happened for a reason. But I'm going to end it here. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And always remember, you are a king. You are a queen. You are a prince. And you are a little bitty princess. Bye. Peace.